That's what they're looking at. They're looking at computers and distance learning. Third is to develop evaluation criteria for redesigned process. So we need to have evaluation criteria. So if we redesign the process, what yardstick are we going to use to measure that by, that this design will work? So we need to have that, and you can see that in step 3, they have an evaluation criteria, which is our students get A+. Then we know that the redesigned processes of education are working well. The next step is to formulate reconceived approach. Reconceived approach meaning in the 4, you can see in the step, providing better education, they're looking at a whole school system, they have some other approaches, they're looking at various things that we can do around improvement of the process and all the factors that go along the process. Again, as a reminder, that's the change in the organization structure, the systems and technology and infrastructure, which by the way means facilities, means also hardware, software and communications. So let me introduce you here now to the wheel of change. Wheel of change is a concept which is used in Mars in conjunction as part of the EBC or Mars Business Change Framework. The premise around here is that right in the middle you see A+. That is the performance we are looking to improve in the school system. So every project, irrespective of what project there might be, they all are initiated or conducted because they are going to improve some performance of the business. So in this case, in the school system, it's A+. To deliver that, if you look at these green boxes, they are actually the processes of education. How does a student come into the school? How the training is given to them? How do they receive the education? How do they get testing? These are various processes. So the concept here is that business performance is driven by processes. However, the other factors are aligned to make the process work. So let's go over what the factors are. For example, we have said that process drives organization change. So here is an organization structure. So that means within the school system, there would be an impact to the organization. That would be the teachers and the principal perhaps, and the roles and how they teach. That would be an impact, or who reports to who. Then we have roles and jobs. This is where you can see the Joe's hat, who's the facilities guy. There's a hat of the mayor of the town and so on. So this would impact the roles of people who are aligned to the process. And then we look at here policies, rules and regulations. Policies, rules and regulations are, we sometimes call them as the business rules. They must be aligned to the process as well. And then we have human resources. This is about people alignment. So how does that take place? First, we need to understand for this learning process what competencies are needed. Once we know what the competencies are, then we need to map the people to the competencies and look at the competencies associates have, and if there are any gaps in there, then we need to build those competencies or train the people and so on, or retool them so that they are properly aligned to the process. And then of course you can see the facilities as well. They need to be, so the new school system, the building needs to be aligned to the processes of learning. And last but not least is the computer technology. The communication and computer technology needs to be aligned to the process. So you can see here the principle that we started off with was the business process drives the change, business process drives organizational change and the roles and responsibilities, business process drives the systems change, and business process drives the infrastructure or facilities change. So this concept of wheel of change, and the reason we call it